Hey guys, I hope everyone is doing well and you are enjoying this awesome week we are having. I cannot get enough of this beautiful weather. It's been fabulous. So I thank you so much again for tuning in, and I really hope that my last few videos have been, helpful to you. And so really this week, what I want to talk about is something that I feel like I've never heard anyone discuss. And it is ways to break your event. And this is so important because I feel like this is just information that couples have never even considered because they've never had to and they've never heard about it. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and roll right into it. So a couple things that you want to consider when having an event is going to be music choice and involvement. Those are two really important things that you want to consider when hosting really any event, not even just a wedding. So I will say this, I'm going to throw this out there up front by saying if your event or your wedding is, you really plan for it to be something more like, dinner and socializing and not a whole lot of dancing, then honestly, this video is not for you. This video is going to be for those couples out there that want that awesome event where guests cannot sit down. I mean, they are just dancing the whole night long, laughing, having fun, and it's truly a night to remember. For those of you who are looking for that type of event, this is the video for you. So with that said, one main thing you really want to consider is music. Music is so important when it comes to dancing, obviously. A lot of times, I will have couples that will say, I don't want Cupid Shuffle, cha-cha slide, the wobble, things like that, because I've heard it at every wedding before, and honestly, I really want my wedding to be different. I don't want it to be cliche. I understand that, but let me tell you this. At every wedding I've been to, those songs have been played, and people dance to them. In the past, we go along with it. We say, that's fine if you don't want those songs, okay, but people don't dance as much during those events. And here's why. Group dances, for me, I use those as a strategic tool to break the ice and get guests out of their seats and on the dance floor. Because if you don't, what will happen is this. Let's just say you throw up Sweet Caroline. If there's not a fun song that guests have been dancing to before that, and they're just sitting in their seats, and we put the song on, people are not going to get out of their seats, crowd around in a circle and say, Sweet Caroline, ba, ba, ba. I'm totally doing karaoke, y'all, sorry. But they're not going to do that. They just won't. So it's really important that you have an opener, as I like to call it. A song that is an icebreaker that gets guests out of their seats and on the dance floor. And that's what I do. I will lead these group dances and I take the stress off of them. Because in the past, we haven't done those opener songs, and we'll throw a fun song up, even like Uptown Funk. I mean, everyone loves that song, but if you don't have an opener before that, a lot of times they don't feel comfortable being the first one on the dance floor. So what happens is, I call it like the stare down. You'll watch and you'll see guests staring at each other from across the room like, are you gonna dance? Well, I'm not gonna be the first one out there. Are you? Are you? And it's a hoot because I'm like, okay, which one's going? So really, essentially, I take the stress off of guests on the guessing game on who's gonna get out there first. And I say, don't feel like a fool. I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna lead Cupid Shuffle, cha-cha slide, the wobble. If you don't know those dances, watch me. I'm gonna show you. And then guests naturally get more comfortable and they're more likely to stay on the dance floor. It's just that simple. So it's really important that you're open to these songs because that's what makes a fun event. Guests inherently, they're gonna ask for those songs. Even if you don't want them, 9 times out of 10, I swear to you, they ask for us to play those songs. So that's gonna lead into the next thing, which I'm gonna talk about, which is genre. Be sure that you are open to multiple genres. At weddings, I phrase it like this: you have to play from ages 8 to 80. And, you can't play country music the whole night because, one, it gets kind of boring. You need something, you need a mix-up. But 2, not everybody can dance to that. You can only dance to country, but so much. You just can't. So it's important that you throw a couple of fun country dancing songs in there if you like that. Some 80s, classic rock, top 40 stuff. Have a really fun blend because you want your grandparents and aunts and uncles to get out there and dance. Because at the end of the day, you're paying for a party. And I will say that until my face goes blue. But you are. You're paying for a party. If you didn't want your guests to come to your event, dance, and have a good time, and really have a night they will remember, then you wouldn't have a wedding. It's that simple. It's that simple. So it's really important that you also cater to things that your guests are going to enjoy. For example, I had a couple one time, they wanted all Metallica. First of all, I don't even know if I have enough songs for that, but still. And also, you can't really dance to Metallica. I'm sorry, great band, they are, but it's just not, it's not conducive for dancing. So it's really important that you are open to all kinds of different types of music and things of that nature, and songs that are going to get people out of their seats and on the dance floor. So now I'm going to flow into my next point, which is involvement. It's pretty simple. Really, a lot of times couples, they'll say, well, we want that event. We want that event where everybody dances the whole time. Everybody just can't sit down, and it's like prom but better. I don't know. and that's great, but yet they don't dance the whole night. Guests are going to go where you go. It's that simple. If you're not on the dance floor, a lot of your guests aren't going to be on the dance floor. That's just how it is. So it's really important that you get out there and you dance, because your guests are naturally going to follow. And they're going to want to talk to you. They're going to want to socialize with you. Trust me, your guests are not going to walk up to you on the dance floor while you're dancing and having a good time and try to carry on a straight conversation with you and not dance at all. Promise they're not, because that's just awkward. They're going to get out there, they're going to dance with you, they're going to spend time with you, and they're going to have a great time. So it's really important that couples, get involved. I'm not saying you have to dance the whole night, but you do need to make a point to get out there for those fun songs, especially group dances, and socialize with your guests. It's really, really important to do that. And then also, bridal party. My gosh, they're so important. You guys are the core people. The bride and groom have thought enough of you that they asked you to stand next to them while they recite their vows. That's a huge deal. So it's really important that you guys also get out there and get involved with dancing and things of that nature, because it's more people on the dance floor, and it makes for a better event, because everyone's want to corral around you and dance together. And it just, again, I will say this, I feel like I've said it 1,000 times, but it is so true. It will make for a much better event conducive for dancing. So I really, really hope, again, that this information has been helpful to you guys. Please take it into consideration. Again, if you're looking for an event with lots of dancing, this is the video for you. So thanks again for tuning in. Please, please, please comment, like the video. Let me know what you thought. If you have questions, ask me. If you even have a topic that you'd like me to discuss one week, let me know. I'm happy to do it. That's why I'm doing this. This is really going to be a resource for you guys and things that I've noticed and things that I've learned, throughout my time doing this. So thanks again, and I hope you all enjoy your wonderful weekend. Bye.